Hey everyone, I'm Nick.
I'm Vic.
And we are NB Board Gaming, set up for a two-player game of Vineyard, a winemaking game by Pencil First. This game has all the designers right there, and artists, and all that good stuff. Roberta, remember that name from Creature Comforts.
Yeah.
So that is cool. 1 to 4 players. Plays about 60 minutes, it says. I think I find it a little bit longer, but that's what it says, 60 minutes and 13 plus. So let's take a look. We're going to play one full round of this game to show you the actions and what the gameplay is like. Essentially, what you're going to be doing is moving around your friends. We are going to have shared workers. These 4 workers right here are our friends. There are also, I want to note before anything else, that there are different modules. We're not going to add those modules, but they are very easy to implement. I just didn't want to throw too much at you with a teach. So essentially what we're going to be doing, if we're going to play the whole game, is we're going to load 3 trucks. That'll end the game. We're going to play through one round, which is loading a single truck. It's going to hold 4 barrels of wine, and that will mark the end of the round when that happens. So we're pretty much going to explain the actions as we actually go ahead and do those actions and explain what we're doing. But I'll give you a little overview just so you're not going in completely blind. So a couple concepts here. We have mature and immature grapes. So these are not mature because they're single grapes, and these are sprouts. So they're not mature either. However, when they're flipped, they become mature. This one is a wild grape, and this one is 2 of these green grapes. So those become mature that way. That's how you know that. We start with 3 mature in 3 different casks right here, or crush pads we call them. So we have 3 right here that start the game there, and we have these barrels that we're going to fulfill. We could fulfill them together. We are not on a team though, but we are doing a lot of things of the same nature with the same type of board. We have cards we can upgrade. We both start with the same type of cards. I'm the green player. Vic is the purple player. We'll be putting hearts on the board here for different things. We can cultivate. We can harvest the grapes. We can greet the visitors to our vineyard up here, which will give us an immediate action, and you'll just perform what is on there. It gives you coins. The coins are used to upgrade cards or upgrade your friends. When you upgrade friends, it only impacts you. It does not impact your opponent or opponents. We can make wine by using the items that were harvested into our pads. We can age wine that has been made into these casks. We can age them, and then we can load them if they're in the far right area. As we age, we move right, and then we could potentially go to a worker placement spot and load those into this truck here. We will score this item right there after this truck is completely loaded, when there's 4 different casks over here. Then lastly, we can go to do paperwork. Paperwork is a spot where everyone can go. As you see, we all start there. All the friends start there. And that's a way to get your cards back. It is also the point in time in which you purchase those upgrades I mentioned of cards and friends. You'll just retrieve all your cards back, and what you're going to be doing is playing those cards onto your friends. So you see there's 4 friends out there, so there's 4 spots that you can put your cards. You can never have more cards than any others. Essentially, you have to fill out 1 on each friend before you can add a second one. So you can never have 2, I should say, more than any others. They do have special abilities that, like I said, you can upgrade. You start with 1 upgrade, and it's different for every person. So I have Tomas, who is a little bit better at aging wine because they come loaded with a special ability already printed on it. Vic has Greta, who has a special ability for harvest. She starts with that ability. She could amp it up even more by spending coins that's listed right here. So that gives you a little overview. As we progress, we're not going to play more rounds, but these will all change as far as these will become a little bit more difficult to fulfill. These points will be awarded differently on these different trucks, and these guests will change as well. So I think we're good enough to at least start off here. And I can start, so I can take a look at my hand of cards, and I can decide what I might want to do. So generally, I'm either going to want to do one of these probably, either get more coins or cultivate, which is going to be the start of maturing these to a little better. So I'm going to cultivate, and I'm going to put that on, let's say, Sylvie, since she is within view of your screen right there. So I'll just put her over here, and I'll take Sylvie and put her at Cultivate. This is a spot where multiple people can go. However, you notice that there's smaller worker placement spots where only one person can go. So it'll take some thought how you're going to maneuver these friends. So it says here I get to put 2 hearts down. Well, that's a reminder, because what you first do is decide, do you want to move any of these grapes around? You can do it up to twice, and it's simply swapping. So in my case, maybe I'll just do it once. And I'll just say, you know what, I'm going to swap these 2. And now I can go ahead and mature a row or column. So I'm going to mature, and in retrospect, well, just to teach the game a little better, I'm going to swap these. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and mature this row. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then I can put hearts on 2 of any of these that I flipped. I'm going to put them on the wilds because they're very useful. Mm-hmm. And that is cultivating. Now I marked these. Having these hearts on grapes and having them on crush pads and having them on these casks are very beneficial to you. So that is nice, and I am done.
All right. And I know that Nick mentioned our friends and our asymmetrical boards, but our friends also have different stuff that they're good at, and we start with 1 upgraded, just so you know. Another great thing about the game is there is a handy reference sheet. I always like that. It doesn't quite explain all of the parts of each of the actions, I will say, but it is good to have as a reference of what each action will do for you. So, as Nick mentioned, it really does seem like, cultivating or greeting are the common ones you're going to do it first, but there is a barrel of wine already started at the bottom that you could age potentially if you wanted to get one of your markers on there. Right now, the truck that we're scoring is an additional 1 star per loaded barrel that you have 1 plus on, so it's already kind of there.
Mm-hmm. We can start with 1 heart on this one that's already down here. That's already happened during setup. So that's why Vic says it's already there.
Yeah. I am going to greet. So I will do greet with Sylvie, who's already out there and about. And I'm going to do the 3rd train to that one, the 3rd train card. And it says earn 1 per different type of grape except wild in the field. So we have red, green, purple, and white. So I get 4 coins. If I had grabbed the 4th train over here, I'd get an extra $1 for doing that action. And Sylvie is not upgraded on my board, so nothing special.
Yeah. All right, so now it's back to me. I have a choice of any of the other 3. I cannot move her again because I've already cultivated. Remember, I cannot keep stacking. So my only person with an ability is Tomas, and he has an ability for aging wine down here. Not that interested, so I'm not going to move Tomas right now. I will, however, harvest. So I'm going to go ahead and take Greta, move her here, and I'll show you how harvest works. So Greta doesn't have an ability for me yet, but she could potentially later in the game. So we're just going to use her as a standard worker here, and we are going to harvest. To harvest, it is simply doing all like colors of adjacency. So what I could do is I could do 4 with these. They're all green. I believe I could do that. So if I do 4 or more, I get 2 hearts on a pad over here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them... The only reason I don't like that is because nothing here needs green. So maybe I'll just do this row and only do 1 heart. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move all 3 of these. They have to go all to the same one. I'm going to put them here. So I get 1 additional heart for it because I moved 3. And then I immediately replenish this. And it is Vic's turn.
All right. I'm also going to cultivate, and I think I will, there's a lot of, I'm going to cultivate with Joe, the age wine guy, for me, because I don't have anything upgraded, and I'll use him for this. So to cultivate, I will go ahead and choose a row. I'm going to choose this one at the top with the 2 purple grapes. So you flip them all over, and I will mark that one and that one.
Okay. All right. Now I could send. Let's send Joe over to make wine. So I'm going to take my make wine card, put it on Joe. Well, I don't know if he's on your screen completely, but trust me, I just played the card on Joe. So Joe is going to move over here to make wine. There are 2 spots to make wine, so I'm not blocking myself or Vic. So we can make wine using any of these crush pads. Obviously, I'm going to be using this one because it's loaded, and I have some incentive because I have those hearts. So I'm going to use this, and I'll use a wild so I can get an extra heart on there. I'm going to use this and this to go ahead and put that heart there. This is completed, so these are gone. I made the wine, so I get this on there. There's no other appearance of Vic on there, so it just goes ahead and slides down over here. These stay in place. They did not get discarded. It's important to know that. And that is making wine. This immediately gets replenished. And we're good. Vic's turn.
All right, I'm going to harvest with Greta. Mine started with an upgrade of that before I harvest.
You can't.
I can't. Oh.
If it was a 4-player game, she could, but it is
I
blonde.
couldn't see the friend. They are translucent standees. Well, I have to do something with Tomas then. So I am going to send Tomas.
You can do something with Greta, just can't do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. I will send Greta down to age wine. So I'll go down there and I'm going to put one of my hearts on the Pinot Blanc and move it 1.
They both move. They both move always. So if she moved 4 or more, she would get to put 2 hearts. She moved less than 4, obviously, so she got to pick which one she wanted to put a heart on. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, that's aging wine. I'm going to do the same, I think. So I'm going to have Tomas do that. A spot, it's just off your screen, but it's one of these spots where multiple people can go. So I'm going to go ahead and age wine. It's barely off the screen. It's right down here. I'm going to do the same. So this is going to age. This is going to age. I get a heart on there. So I'll go ahead and put one here. And then I do have a special ability that's pre-printed. Tomas, when you age wine, you may move any 1 barrel, 1 additional cellar. I can't do that because at this stage, the only spot I can go is load, so I am done.
I have one final spot here with Tomas, and I will harvest with him. So I'm sending Tomas up, busy guy, to harvest, and I will grab 1 type of grape token in a cluster. So I will grab these 2 purples, and I'm going to put them here. And my heart was only on 1 of them, and then I get the bag to refill it.
I'll just do it. And these always fill to the immature side. All right. You harvested, and you get 1 heart on the crush pad that you put it on. You put it over here?
Yeah.
And you get 1 more heart. And that's shown right there. If she would have done 4 more, she would have got 2 hearts on there. Okie doke. I am going to load. Play my load card, and I'll play it with Sylvie over there. Have her go down here, and I will load. So when you load, I believe you can do 2, right? Load up the 2 barrels. All right, so these are going to get loaded. 1, 2, and that's all it does. It locks those. It doesn't benefit me that much, but I'm going to go ahead and show you that action. So these are both loaded. We are halfway through filling up this truck.
Yeah, and there are some characters that give you bonuses when you load 2 or more barrels, like on my board Joe does. So if you have upgraded it, you could potentially do that.
If we weren't just doing a tutorial, to be honest, I may have did paperwork, just to explain this. I may have done paperwork, upgraded Sylvie because she would have let me move any of these hearts. Actually, no, she swaps grape tokens. So even then, But there are some things that let you move hearts around or remove hearts. That would be good because they wouldn't get the point for having a heart on every barrel.
Mm-hmm. I am going to make wine with Tomas because I have all 4 with 1 here. So I'm going to go down to the make wine spot.
Oh, okay.
And
with Joe?
Yep. And I'm going to make wine on this one
okay.
with the 2 purple ones. So a heart there and a heart here. And the wild.
Yep. And then the other purple stays.
Yeah.
So you already moved the one that that was on the crush pad,
yeah.
which is correct because you made the wine.
And the one on top that was on my grape.
Yep. And these do not go back in the bag. The ones that you removed, they go in a discard. And this one's ready to go. And a new one comes out. Alrighty. So now let's see. I think I'm going to greet to get some more money. So I'm going to greet with Joe. Have Joe hop on over there, and I'll simply, earn 3. You may immediately upgrade 1 for at a discount of 2. I think that's fine. Earn 2, and you may age 1 barrel. Then you may add 1 heart to any 1 barrel of cellar. That's pretty good because then I can put a heart on that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to get 2 coins, age a barrel, and then put a heart on that barrel. And this card is gone. That slides over, and it's Vic's turn again.
I have 5 cards, and only 1 choice of load or paperwork. So I'm going to do paperwork at this point. You could choose to do paperwork at any time. You don't have to wait till you're fully full. If you want your cards back, you can do it whenever. So I'll go ahead and send Joe to do some paperwork. And with this, I get a coin for every single card I've played already. So in this case, it would be 6. So I get 6 coins because I played 6 cards on my board.
Yep, and that includes paperwork.
Yep, I return them all to my hand. And then I can now pay for one of those cards down there, which is basically an upgrade. You'll get rid of one of the cards you currently have, and you get a new action card. And they're kind of cool because they're usually 2 in 1, or they give you the ability to do 2 things. Or I can choose to upgrade one of my friends on my board. So what I think I'm going to do is, with Sylvie, I'm going to upgrade Sylvie, and it says $2 I pay, and then I will have this ability if I earned at least 3 when I greet this turn, gain 1. So I will pay 2 for that, and I get one of these little check marky things, tokens to put on top of it, and you can upgrade as many as you want. It does indicate in the rules, it says you may pay to upgrade cards and or friends. So I still have money. Money is also worth points at the end of the game.
I think every 5 coins is a point.
So, you do want to spend it, though, because it does help you along. So I think I'm going to also upgrade Joe with the age wine for 2. So I'm going to do that. Now when I age wine, I can move any 1 barrel, 1 additional cellar. And I have 8 coins left. Can I also upgrade a card, too?
I believe you can.
It says and or.
Yeah.
So I think I'm also going to do the logistics expert for 5.
Age wine the load.
So paying 5, taking that, and I will get rid of my load card.
Okay, and the load just goes away. And this gets replenished.
Getting rid of the basic load, and now I have an enhanced load.
Last card for me is paperwork. You start with 7 cards, so this is going to be $7. I'm simply moving Greta over to paperwork and grabbing 7 coins. 1, 7 coins. Put that 5 back. And I'm going to spend 2 on all 3 of these, so I'm going to owe 6 coins. So I'm going to give these 6 back, and I'm going to put 3 check marks, 1 on each of my. So right now, all my folks are upgraded at least once. And that is my turn. I get my cards back, and it's Vic's turn.
I am going to send Sylvie out to greet, and she has a new ability now with me. If I earned at least 3 coins this turn, gain a point. I will take the train, the second one that says earn 3.
Earn 3.
So I'm going to get 3 coins, and I get one of these VP stars right away for that train that I did because of the upgraded Great Specialty ability.
There we go. All right, fresh set of cards here. Let's see. I think I'm going to cultivate, and I don't have anyone that has a nice special ability. I'm going to put it on Tomas. Tomas is going to go cultivate some junk. Let's do this column, and I'm going to put it on the red and the wild. And that's my turn. I could have swapped. Let me think if I want to do that. Nah, go ahead.
All right. I am...
Take that back. I will swap these. So this would have before, so this is going to be the one here. This is the one that flips. I'm going to do that. It seems like it's in more demand than red.
Let me see that, yeah. I am going to cultivate as well. I'll do that with Tomas. So, oh, no, he did already. So me, I was planning.
We didn't mention it, but you can't leave them here. You can't do that action again. So somebody else has to move there.
I'm going to move Greta to cultivate. No, but she harvests. This is the tricky part of the game. I will send Joe. Joe's going to cultivate some grapes. And I will flip this one and this one. And this, or I'll flip this one. And then I will put my hearts there and there.
Alright. Thinking what I want to do here. I want to harvest. I'm going to harvest with Sylvie because Sylvie has an ability for harvesting. So harvest, Sylvie. Before I harvest, swap any 2 grape tokens. I would like to do that. Good. I'm going to swap. I think I want Vic out of the space, but I'm just trying to figure out how I can do that wisely. So I'm going to swap these 2. I'm actually not going to mess with Vic over there. And this is because of her ability. I can swap those 2. And now, I didn't move her. She's here. Okay, and I will harvest. I'm going to harvest the purple here. So these 2. And I'll just put them... let's put them right here. That looks good to me. And then I did that, so I get 1 heart. It was only 2 of the grapes. Do that, so I put 1 heart right there. And I'm done.
Okay, I am going to... I think I'm going to make wine. I might want to do that. Oh, but there's all his hearts are there. I am going to age wine with... no. Yeah,
Tomas.
with Tomas.
Tomas is going to age wine. I know that moves. You get a heart on there. What else?
That's it. I don't have any special abilities for aging wine.
Okay. I am going to make wine with Joe. So Joe makes wine. His ability for making wine is when I make wine, use 1 less grape for up to 1 wine. So let's move Joe over here to make some wine. And it really doesn't matter too much. I'm going to use this, probably. Yeah, because none of those really matter. So I have to use this. I am going to do these 2 to make this. So I'm going to leave this red right there. And I get this bonus because I made the wine. These go away. This comes down. And we are good. Next one that shows up, and Vic, good to go.
Okay.
Oh, I got to spend 1 less wine. Do I want to do that? Because his ability. So I could simply leave this back on that wild, and I will. So I'll leave that wild right there. I did that because I got to spend 1 less, so I just had to spend this purple. So these 2 hearts instead of 3.
Now, is this aging?
This is loading.
Okay, at that point.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Greta down with my logistics expert to age wine.
Okay.
And I can age wine, then load. So I'm going to age that one to put a heart on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to load this one
Okay.
up onto the truck.
All right. That is good. Now I have to move Greta. What do I want Greta to do? Greta, I think, wants to greet. So let's get Greta greeting some folks up here. Earn 1. Well, the reason I chose greed is because I wanted to get at least 3. But I see the 4 options up there, but none of them will give me 3. So I'm rethinking. I'm still going to do it. So I may immediately upgrade a friend once at a discount of 2. Plus I get a coin. I'm going to take the coin right now for taking this. And then I may immediately upgrade somebody at a discount of 2. I will upgrade... let's upgrade Joe. It usually would cost 3. It only cost me that 1, which I just got. So Joe's getting upgraded. When I make a wine, I may discard 1 barrel, add a barrel to the display, and then add a heart to any 1 barrel on display. That's a nice one. And that's it.
Okay. I really want to harvest, but Sylvie's sitting there, so I gotta go do something with her first.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to play paperwork though, because my only 2 choices are making wine and harvest, and making wine's less optimal for me because I don't have any hearts on any of that wine, and not on any of the crush pads. So it would just be making wine for Nick. So I'm gonna do paperwork with Sylvie to send her down to there, and I get 5 coins, because there's 5 cards played. I get to pick them up and upgrade somebody or or get another card. I will buy the worker bee for 5. And I'm going to get rid of my cultivate action. And this worker bee one lets me cultivate, then harvest. And I still have 6 left, so I'm going to also upgrade Tomas for 3, so I get 1 back. And I will, now when I make wine, I can use 1 less grape. And I still have $4 left, so I think I will, tricky. I will upgrade Greta for 3. So now if I harvest 5 plus grape tokens, I may place them into 2 different crush bins in any combination, and add a heart to each bin. I'm done.
Okay, doke. Okay. Thinking it over. I think I will play paperwork as well and get 5 coins. So that's going to go to Joe over here. Paperwork. Right there. And 5 coins, got that. I'm going to spend 3 coins to upgrade Tomas. 3 coins, upgrade Tomas to the next level, and Vic, you're good to go.
Can you only harvest mature grapes?
No, you can harvest
Okay.
mature, I would think.
I will do the, I will do the, I'm going to do the harvest action with Greta. It's not as optimal, but before I harvest, I can swap any 2 grape tokens. I'm not going to. If I had gotten 1 more grape, I could get a boon from it, but I'm just going to harvest these green grapes.
Okay.
2, 3, 4 green grapes in a cluster.
So you get 2 hearts on that crush pad because you did 4 or more.
Yeah. And it does say cultivate then harvest, but I guess I could have cultivated before that one, but that's okay. Do I have to cultivate?
Cultivate,
Just cultivate then harvest?
I guess. I don't.
Whoops. Well, I'll just put them on the ones that I didn't. I did this for, so I'll just put one here, and then I'll flip these, for example, because I know that I put those out.
All right, done.
I'll follow the game.
So Vic went ahead and did that. Ooh. Tell you what, then I'm gonna load. No, I'm not. I'm gonna age wine with. No, I can't do that because Tomas is here, so I couldn't age it with Tomas. I would have to make wine or harvest, I think. Let's just make wine with Joe. Okay. I'm going to actually make wine here. I want to make this rosé because Joe makes it for 1 less. And when I do make a wine, I may discard. So first of all, let's make the wine before I do the second ability. So I'm going to use this crush pad and go here because I can spend 1 less. So a red color of my choice, and then I don't have to spend the other one. So these are going here. I made a wine, so I believe I get to put a heart there. May have shorted us a heart before at some point, but I think I get a heart there, despite me not having an additional heart there. I believe that's correct. So then this gets there. When I make a wine, I may discard 1 barrel and add 1 barrel to the display, which I will, and then add a heart to any 1 barrel in the display. I'm going to remove that.
Wow.
And then put a heart down at any of these 3. I'll put it on this.
Lucky duck.
It's the same, essentially.
Moscato.
Let's just do that.
Love a Moscato.
All right, that is that. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to... I wanted to make wine.
Uh-huh.
But I have a feeling I'm going to get gypped. You're going to load your barrel up. But I'll do it anyway just to do it. I'm going to make wine with Tomas. And he has an ability for me. When you make wine, use 1 less grape for up to 1 wine. So I will use these 2 grapes on the here. But I want to use this one, right? For these, this crush pad equals this.
Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I could do that and bring those over?
You're going to be able to bring, so you're just going to do 1?
Yeah.
You're doing the double?
Yeah.
And then 1 less? So you made the wine, so you get that. Let me look on that, because this is a little interesting right here. So Vic is making wine. So first you move 1 heart in each player color present in the crush bin to the wine you make. Now I don't think that counts mine, but it might, because I'm on a grape in the crush bin. It says open interpretation there for me. That would be a question for a design team.
It says
move 1 heart from each player present on the crush bin to the wine you make.
so not on the heart, on the grape.
Not on the grape, okay.
Yeah.
Then place 1 heart on the wine you make, which you just did. You placed a heart on the wine you just made, and 1 from the crush bin, right? That works.
You took 1 from the crush bin and another 1 from the crush bin.
Yeah. Do you place it from the supply? You think? Do you just leave this one here and then place it from the supply? Okay. So her supply. And this is gone.
And this was the grape that was used.
Yep. And then it slides down. Anything else that happens?
No, I just got to use 1 less grape.
Cool. I believe that's correct. Hopefully we did that right. Just trying to follow the steps. And all right.
So what, can I ask you while we're doing this, what is the purpose of the crush bins, like the way that they are? Are you supposed to make the wine below it, or?
No.
Okay.
It said it didn't matter.
Okay.
So just 3 different spots.
Just wanted to clarify that if anyone was wondering.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to use Tomas to age wine.
Ruh-roh.
So, 1, It does 3 wine. I can only add 1 heart, usually. We're going to see. I'll just add it. Here's fine. When I age wine, I may move 1 additional. So I'll move this one. After aging wine, I can load 1 barrel.
Wow.
All right, so that will end the round. That is all done. Aging wine part's done. Essentially, Vic would get, first of all, you get the points for going there, and then you get additional points per one you have at least 1 on. So what is, I get, it's just kind of double, right? You get 1 for everything you're on, and then 1 for everything on again.
Yeah.
So I get 8, and you get 7?
Yeah.
Or you get 6. You get 6, right? You're on the 3 of them.
Yes, I lied.
All right, so we would get 8 and 6 points, and these would just go away. These would stay out here. These get replenished with level 2s. Those trains get replenished with level 2s, and if we were to continue playing, we would have a new truck, which would score an additional 2 per loaded barrel with the same number of hearts as 1 plus other player. Same number of hearts as other players and a maximum of 6 VP. So you get 2 per one that you can match with somebody else. That's what that one would be. And then the third one here, score either 3 or 7 VP if you have 1 or 2 hearts on each loaded barrel. And that one takes 5. We haven't seen that one. That one takes 5 barrels to finish that one. This one as well takes 5. They're typically 4 that I remember. So there you go. We would just keep playing until we loaded all 3 trucks, and then we get our final tally of how many VP you have, plus the points you would get for the coins, right? Every 5 coins, and then 3 hearts on the board. Is that what it was?
Yeah, for every 3 that are still on the main board, and every $3 you didn't spend.
$3
Yeah.
for 5. Okay. There you go. And that's how you play. Hopefully that gives you a good feel. Seeing a whole entire round of Vineyard, a wine-making game by Pencil First Games.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like, thumbs up, and subscribe for more great playthroughs. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.